Welcome to Susie's Secret Recipes. My name is Susie Hyde, and I grew up on a farm in Washington, Oklahoma. My parents taught us kids, number one, the importance of having Jesus in our heart. Number two, how to keep things country simple and just enjoy the simple things in life. So I've had a wonderful childhood, and so I'm bringing all the things that I've learned there and brought it into my household. And I'm proud to say that my children, they enjoy the simple things in life, especially the girls. They love to can, preserve food. They enjoy doing things for their family and making things themselves. A lot of our household products I make, a lot of things that we use, personal things like soap and different things like that I make. And of course, I have my own canning line. I have 31 products in my canning line. And so I love to preserve food. And Mom and I, we do a lot of also pickling and fermenting. And so constantly busy, but I do enjoy the great outdoors too. I love horseback riding and fishing and gardening and just spending time outside, cooking out, Dutch oven cooking. I love going to chuck wagon gatherings and just having a good time, enjoying life. And so that's what my videos are about. And so I hope that you enjoy my channel, and I look forward to sharing with you some of the things that I enjoy. And so sit back and let's keep it country simple. So this time of year is very, very busy for me when it comes to baking and getting ready for especially the holiday season when it comes to candies. And so I start refilling everything up. And what I mean by that is this is all I have left of my homemade vanilla from last year. So I've already got some jars going. They will actually be ready for me to start using. Let's see, toward the middle of November, actually. And so I have to get that going. I start refilling all of my spices, getting those ready for baking, cooking, and this is just a really busy time for me. I get lots of different orders, getting things stocked back up. You can see I use a lot of canning jars, or just jars that I have around that I love that one. It works perfectly for your spices and seasonings. These are little bitty canning jars. They're little ball canning jars. They're so cute, but I use them for my spices. As you can see, I am out of sugar. So I take this time and start restocking everything, filling my crocks back up. I'm getting ready for more baking. And so I like to use the C&H pure cane sugar for my baking. So I just start filling them back up. So I went ahead and filled my sugar shaker. And I have about that left, but it will go very quickly. Now my cake flour, looks like I'm okay on that. I use cake flour for specialty cakes, and so I always make sure I have that container full. Now these two are the ones I use the most. This is my self-rising flour. As you can see, I need to put some more in it. And then my all-purpose flour, and I need to definitely put some more in that. So Shawnee Mills is the brand that I always use for my all of my flours and my cornmeal. It's made here in Oklahoma, and it says it's over 100 years of quality milling, and it's just real good quality stuff. And so I always use Shawnee Mill. Okay, got that filled. I always make a mess when I deal with anything that's real fine, like flour, sugar, powdered sugar, cocoa. It doesn't matter. I'm going to make a mess. So I'll definitely always have something that I have to clean up. And so if I have any flour left after I have filled up my containers, I put it into my refrigerator and I'll use it first because I'll be using it very quickly. Got lots of orders to fill, so I never have to worry about this sitting around for very long. And so I'll go through all of my baking supplies too. I just take this time, like I said, to refill all of my containers, my spices, do an inventory. This one I'm actually currently using, but I have another one back there, and I'll probably end up getting another one just because I do use that like crazy. And then baking soda, I want to make sure that I've got plenty of that. The different chocolates, chocolate chips. I use a lot of semi and the milk, and there's butterscotch and the sea salt caramel. I use all of that stuff. Plenty of baking sprays, Cairo syrup. Let's see, this is Mexican vanilla. I use a little bit of that in some stuff, but not a whole lot. And then strawberry extract, make sure I've got plenty of that. And like I said, I'm making my own vanilla, so I'll be in good shape there. And then all of my almond bark, I got that going for my candies. Sugars, I've got back there in the back, which I will definitely be getting more of it and stock up on it. Look to see if I've got a lot of powdered sugar. I'm going to need to get a couple more bags of that. Brown sugar, plenty of coconut. Just going through all of my supplies and making sure I have enough of the things that I need. And yes, it looks like I need to replenish. Definitely don't want to get caught during the winter season without the things that I need to continue my business and to provide for my family. Going through my canned goods, I've got a lot of more canning to do. That's an ongoing thing. We'll be doing that this next week. Got to fill up this. When I get finished, this whole thing will be completely filled up, about 5 rows deep, and then I'll have to store in other areas. I end up selling a tremendous amount of my canned products, so I don't really have to worry about it sitting here on the shelf very long. And then of course we use out of this too, so that is my latest product right there, smoky chipotle salsa. So I'm going to run out here to the coop and see if I've got some more eggs. I got about 7 this morning. See if there's any more that are clean enough for me to put in my jar that I'm going to be glassing eggs in. So let's see. Oh goodness, here we all come. I think I've got something for them. Hello, girls. I know. Get back. They're like, where is my bread, or some lettuce, or some tomatoes, or something? I'll have to feed you guys something here in a little bit. So let's check. See if we got anything. And that one's, it's not too clean. that one, that one, that one. Looks like those 4 will work, and then this one I'll have to use it. I'll have to clean it. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 eggs so far. Good job, girls. So what happens in the chicken coop stays in the chicken coop. So the fall season is one of my favorite times to decorate. The weather here is absolutely beautiful. The temperatures are wonderful. So this is Jack. He's our 12-year-old Basset Hound. And it looks like he wants to take another nap. And so my orange mums are trying to open, and that one will be really pretty when it opens. It's going to be red. And so I started decorating my house for the fall season. I actually started in the middle of August for the inside of my house. It was a rainy day and it just put me in the fall mood, and I just started dragging out my stuff. But outside, it's been a couple of weeks since I started. And this poor guy, he keeps wanting to face the house. It's like he's pouting. The wind keeps blowing him around. It's very windy. But I do like to decorate for all the seasons. My porch, I love to decorate. But fall is my favorite. The colors, the smell, the crisp air, everything about it. And so my hanging mums, I've had them hanging for a while, but they're just now beginning to try to open. There'll be a beautiful golden yellow when they finally decide to open. I still have 4 emerald ferns that are hanging, and they're doing very well. Even though the temperatures are changing and a little cooler, they're still thriving. And then down here in front of my arbor, I've just started to decorate it. And I put a huge mum. It's going to be sunshiny yellow when it blooms. It'll be beautiful. So I'll definitely have to show you guys what it looks like when it blooms. But it is huge. And I've just started putting stuff out around there. And so welcome to my little country farmhouse. We're fixing to get a new roof here in the next couple of weeks and some new fascia. It'll be really pretty. Can't wait. My white mums are just beautiful. They look like little daisies, and I'm not sure why they opened earlier than everybody else, but they're doing well. Well, we better get back inside. It's time to start glassing eggs. And Jack, you are a good boy. I'll have to go and get you a treat. Okay, so we gathered 5 more eggs. These 2 I'm not going to use because they had a little gunk on it. Not to, I don't want to put that into my jar that I'm going to be glassing eggs. You want to use clean eggs. Now, what I mean by that, do not wash these. You want to just use them just like this. When the chicken lays an egg, they put a protective coating around, and you want to keep that on there. You do not want to wash them. And so I have 12 of these eggs I'm going to be using and putting into my half-gallon jar. Now, this is the one. I have 1 left from last year. You can see I've been getting into it. when I use these, they're fresh. They're still good. This is over a year old, and I will get the egg out and I will use it. Now, I will say this. I like to use these in baking or when I'm scrambling an egg or something like that. If you're wanting to make like a fried egg, it may be a little bit difficult. And what I mean by that is when you crack these open, they're a little bit not as firm as it would be like a fresh egg that I just went out and got out of the coop. It's going to be a little bit runnier, the yolk, but it's still good, still fresh. There's nothing wrong with it. And so I use these a lot in baking and or scrambled eggs or cooking. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quart of water and pour them into my half-gallon jar. Then I'm going to take pickling lime, and I'm going to take 2 tablespoons. The ratio to this, the ratio of water to lime is for every 1 quart of water, you use 1 ounce of lime. So no matter what size of container that you're going to be using, this is what you'll do. So I'm going to use the half-gallon jar, and I used a quart. And so 1 ounce is about 2 tablespoons. Heaping tablespoons, I might add. Now I'm going to shake this. I'm going to stir it, kind of mix it together pretty good. Now your lime will start to settle like this. You'll see it at the bottom. It will do that eventually. So now what you're going to do is gently add your eggs in. Just put them in. Like this one. If there's a crack in it, you will see it. The water will kind of turn. You'll see some green around the egg that is cracked, and it's not pretty. Sometimes if more than one is cracked, the whole jar can be contaminated. But I've had it to where I was able to just get down to the egg that was cracked, and everything else was still good, and I was able to use them. So you just want to be careful. Putting them in. And I believe in that other jar I had about 18 eggs. So it all depends on the size eggs that you're getting. If you get a lot of big ones, then of course you're not going to get 18 eggs. I had some that had like 14 eggs in the jar. So right now I've got 12 that I'm putting in. And I'm still going to have room, probably for a few more. Yeah, I'll have room for at least probably 1, 2, maybe 3 more. So I'm going to put the lid on this. And then I'm going to store it where I have all my canned goods. It's dark and cool in there. And so this will be perfect for it. And then I'll just, let it sit, and I'll be using it either this winter, or if I don't need it this winter, I'll be using it sometime probably next year or so. Like I said, I'm going to make up at least 3 of these. And so I'll go ahead and add, what the lime is doing is coating the egg and preserving it. And so that it is, you'll be able to use it at a later date. These are good for, like for me, that one that I did is a little over a year old. I've never gotten past that point because I use it before it gets any older. But I had a friend of mine that she has a couple of jars that are 2 years old, and she's gotten into them here recently, and they're still good. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. And if you enjoyed the video today, then please give me a thumbs up and put it in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please do so by clicking the subscribe button below and click the notification bell, and it will notify you when I'm going to be having another video. Otherwise, I will see you next Monday, October the 9th at 7:00 a.m. Central Time for an episode of Monday Motivation. And then next Wednesday for an episode of Susie's Secret Recipes at 7:00 p.m. Central Time. So may God bless you and happy trails.